What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Filsinger Games Character Spotlight with Mike and Brock.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Brock. And once again this evening, we are joined by Kevin and Matthew Butcher. How's it going, guys?
Good. Thanks for having us, bud.
It's
No
great.
problem.
What is this now? 3 times, 4 times?
At
Three, yeah.
least. Three?
Three
Is it three?
times. And,
Don't have
and it's
anyone-
the first non-gladiator time.
Yes.
They'll have anyone on this show.
It's true.
And we'll have anyone on the show 3 times.
3 times. Yeah.
Tonight we're talking about Vyper and Stalker from Revolution 2096.
We said we'd start off with Viper or Cobra Commander Jr. there.
He does look
Yep.
like Cobra Commander,
Mhm.
especially because he has the Cobra logo on his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, here's Vyper. Not
Are
to be
these
confused with,
assassins?
not to be confused with Pit Viper,
Mhm.
which I made the mistake of doing when I first looked through the cards. Imagine that.
They became a tag team, Pit Viper and Viper.
No, they didn't.
And Brock
With
said
Brock, it's a possibility.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
At least they're two different people.
They are.
That's a plus for me, right?
With one converging theme.
Yes.
Yeah, how'd he do for you guys?
He did absolutely nothing until later. When he unmasked, he became a top tier guy. But
Yeah.
when he was just Viper, he was just one of the masked assassins. He just filled a role. He didn't win any titles.
No. Matthew?
Yeah, he's never did much for me either. He's just like a tag guy. I'd always just put him with the other members of the Assassins when I had him in my Fed. And they like never really captured much of anything. My tag divisions are always stacked though, so it's not a surprise.
And I'm assuming he was lost in the shuffle there, Brock?
Yeah, he didn't do a whole lot for me. Not this version of the card, at least. I mean, he obviously gets much better later on, but
Yeah, he
this
does.
card, not so great. Looking at it again, I mean, it's not terrible, but knowing what he becomes later, not much going on here.
Yeah, with me, he got mired in a feud with Lance Atlas for his first 3 years, so he got the living crap kicked out of him.
For sure.
Yeah, that's kind of a mismatch.
Yeah, but it was, it's just the way it ended up. He did have some close matches with him, and he won a couple, won a couple of the feud matches, but ended up losing the feud. He was just one of these guys. This is just before I broke the Fed into 2, so there was a lot of guys wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, the roster is huge at this point.
Yeah.
But as
I
far
don't
as
think it wasn't one of Larry Snelly's better either.
No, but he didn't deserve the Bendis treatment he got when he got his new card.
Piper
later-
deserved better.
His really good card was Jeremy Sue, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I don't think that art was it's like pretty on par with Sue's art. The snake looks good. It looks better than everyone else's snake, but
I liked
Yeah.
his head, the pose on the head. I like that.
Bendis didn't even know how to draw a snake, man. His snake looked like some kind of hideous monster.
It did.
yeah.
Look like
it looks
the thing that comes out of the Xenoscope in Alien, like the mouth inside the mouth.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like actually.
I wish I had that here just so,
With
In
the
in case
heavy
people
shadow.
don't know.
I'm also looking at like the colored versions of all the cards online. So like
Right.
I'm sure that the Bendis one looks way worse without any color on it too, like with no background.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The Snelly one looks okay from what Brock showed me. And then the Sue one, it's just Sue art. So it's like the same exact character, but just like a different face.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, and I really can't. I talked to Brian a bunch of times, even after the con, and he's even said he's not an artist.
Yeah. There are
Right.
some arts of his, like some artwork that I like, but like I'll never pass up a time to roast the bad ones.
Yeah.
I
Back
think
in
I
the day,
own. I think
Mike
I
could
own three
remember back in
Bendis
the
arts.
day, we all joked about when we were going to get a solid black card, just entirely shaded.
Trying to think. I think three original Bendis arts. I own my
Really?
original art picture. I own Lord Nexus, and I own Overkill.
You own that one, the terrible Lord Nexus,
I liked it.
where he's like this.
Yeah.
Okay. It was a little, but Viper filled a role. This was his rookie card, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah. He got better, and that's what I like. Back at this time in the game, like you would see guys come in that were kind of, their rookie card, and then you got to see their career progress. Now it seems everyone coming in is pretty established.
You know what I don't understand is, I mean, I dig the parts unknown for like most of the Masked Assassins characters, but like when it comes to them trying to label like people's size and agility and stuff, they have him listed at 5'11", 244, and
Wow.
he's got a +3 power and a -3 agility. It's like that dude is stocky
Yeah,
and not strong at all. Like I don't understand what they're trying to. Yeah, I just don't get it.
I had him at 6'1", 220. So
That
tall
makes more
and
sense.
lean.
Yeah, taller and leaner, and he
Right.
can the agility makes sense, but
5'11", 244. That's a
and
squat guy.
yeah,
That's Cobb.
Maybe
Yeah,
he was from Titan.
maybe.
Parts unknown on Titan.
Do any of the other moons of Saturn have people on them? There's like
Hmm.
1,000 of them, isn't there?
Oh, yeah. Saturn's got a bunch.
They all migrated to Titan.
if they do, we don't hear about him.
They just don't like wrestling in the other places.
They're all into cricket.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's one of those guys too. Also, and I'll ask Tom this when he's on the show again. Excuse me. When he introduces a new guy, does he know he's gonna, you know, say he introduces Viper? Does he know he's gonna give him two more cards down the road,
Hmm.
That's a good question.
or
Yeah.
or is he just gonna be like, yeah, I don't like this guy. He's out the door in
I
3 or 4 years.
I think that's the question regarding like how far ahead Tom actually plans.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, and like how much he's willing to change his plan, because like there's been characters we all know that like Vlad Hammer, he's just like, I just hate this guy, and it's
Yep.
just like the storyline just kind of dies out. So
Hmm.
I'd be curious to see like how much he sticks to his original plan and how much he's willing to deviate. But we never know because we don't get to look behind the curtain usually
Right.
on the main
And
Fed at least.
and then if he asked 2 sets ago, Tom don't remember. So
Yeah, yeah, that's funny.
it's the truth. He's always looking forward. I get it, but
Yeah.
That's why he has this nerd neck beards to remember all his lore and his stats and all that stuff.
Well, on Viper's 2096 card, he had the Viper Sting at level 5. And why doesn't he have that there anymore?
Yeah, do vipers even sting you?
I
no,
don't
but
think
they'll
so.
bite you.
No, I think they bite you.
No, they'll RKO you.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Randy Orton got it.
So how would you power creep the Viper?
I got mine just because knowing my Disciple of Terror has a ropes of C, it kills him. I would bump Viper's turnbuckle up to a B. A turnbuckle C will kill you.
Yeah, turnbuckle can come up a lot.
Yep.
Let me
Turnbuckle's
ask you guys
close to
this. What does it mean to be bad in the turnbuckle? What's it
Like if
take to be a
someone
C?
like if someone throws you into the turnbuckle and they like go to do like mounted punches or like some sort of like turnbuckle like hold or like stomps or kicks, they like some people will be able to like grab you and like reverse you and throw you into the buckle or break out of it. This guy is just clueless when it comes to being cornered, I guess. Would be
I'll buy
my
that.
understanding. Yeah.
Never
I'll buy
corner
that.
a snake.
I mean,
Yeah.
except this one.
Yeah.
You can corner this one all you want. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd make his turnbuckle a B. That's what I'd
Yeah,
do.
I picture him like Bret Hart. Anytime you throw him into the turnbuckle, he just
Face
bounces
first.
his chest first and falls.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, he's a C.
So what's the rule for tags on defense? It's you have to like have one more on the level above. Is that the rule?
Equal or one more.
Okay, then I'd give him a tag on one of his down threes on level 3 defense. Because I mean, like, to me, he's a tag guy. I would never use this version of him as like a singles guy unless I'm trying to like just make someone have like a win in their record. So I feel like I'd give him a little bit better tag stats. So maybe the Mass Assassins would make a better showing against some of the better teams.
Number 4 is covered by a leave, so you'd put the tag on number 1 to cover that 3.
Yeah.
That's good.
His defense is already pretty decent. Like his pin kind of sucks, but like it's whatever. He doesn't have any downs level 2. So that's already good for him, you know, like he's not just gonna randomly fall down by being like kicked in the stomach.
That's
So-
becoming more and more common, the down on level 2, it seems.
I think that's they call him out. I think that's a Rob Bobian thing. Like a lot of the characters that I've seen that he's designed for the stuff that he's done, like he likes to put down level 2 defense to like kind of make them have the ability to be beat, so they're not like too overpowered.
Hmm.
Even if they're a good wrestler overall, like you'll still see it on a lot of the cards, like the newer ones, and it comes up quite often. You're like, oh my god, he just fell down. All right,
It tripped.
yeah, took a
Because
bad fall.
right now he's got a +1 finisher, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Mhm.
the Leviathan.
Yeah.
is
What
the
was
website.
that? Brock
Uh,
or
Abdominal stretch, then backward roll into pinning position.
okay.
That should be at least a +2.
I would say I'd bump him to a +2 finish.
All right. Brock?
And to be different, I'll get rid of the backbreaker 2 on number 1 on level 3 and move everything up 1.
That's good too.
Keep
So
him
how-
down.
Keep you down.
Who did he tag with it first off? Wildcat?
No, Viper was an assassin,
He
wasn't
was
he?
an assassin.
He joined the Terrac later.
I think he teamed up with Splatter.
Yeah, it only has him listed on the website as a tag team with Splatter in 2107.
Yeah, his first
Oh.
tag team listed on the wiki is with Wildcat.
Yeah, it's Hunter's Moon in
Hunter's
2102 to 2106.
They were a pretty good tag team. I dig the name too.
How good is Wildcat's offense on that card? Because I feel like if he's gonna be the guy that's gonna be trying to like finish you, then like I'd leave his level 3 offense alone. Maybe, I don't know. We're kind of just trying to polish a turd. I think we're trying to like actually make him really good, you know,
Yeah.
in that regard. I mean, he's already a decent card, but
Yeah, we don't want to bump them too much.
yeah. Let's see.
So we can slide over to Stalker.
Tarzan.
Okay, let me see the black and white version.
Try to get it to
See,
focus. There we go.
I like the black and white version of this a lot better than the colored in version. I think the background they put on it kind of like makes it not fit. It's a
You
little
see,
too
that's one thing I was thinking of lately. They're getting so elaborate with backgrounds, it's taking away from the art sometimes.
well. I think the original art they had in they did it with like no background in mind, so they just kind of like focused on the character. Whereas
Right.
like a lot of the new guys, it makes sense when they're like on a ship and stuff. But like this one is just like the old black and white superimposed off of like some random jungle background that doesn't really fit what he's doing.
Right.
Yeah. I think the black and white one just holds up way better looking at the one Brock showed.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, Brock muted himself.
I
Here's
forgot
what-
how
Here's what we're talking about.
I forgot how
Oh yeah.
see, you don't want the background to overpower the art.
But that's not bad on him there. It works.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but see, like if you're, I don't know, because like he's going over the background, but like his like thigh down cuts off, so it's like in the frame. So I guess it's
Yeah.
okay. You can't see where he's like stepping at, but then on the bottom part of the picture, there's still like jungle you're seeing. So it's like,
It's a green screen, Matt.
yeah, I
Yeah,
get it.
with these, I mean, these were never printed, but
Right.
Right.
they shouldn't color the. I don't know if you probably can't even see my cursor,
Yeah,
but like outside the box,
I agree.
they should just leave that white or a
if they
solid
left
color.
If they left that white, that would look amazing. I think.
Yeah,
Mhm,
because Stalker is inside the box. That's where the background should stay.
Yeah.
mhm.
Yep. And that's like an easy fix, honestly, if they wanted to
Yeah.
fix that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they don't even do the boxes anymore. So
That's true. When
I
did that go
forgot how
away?
I like the boxes.
I don't
I,
hate them.
I always liked how like the guys were popping out of the box.
Hmm.
Right.
It made even a static pose look more like dynamic.
I love the way Brute was pushing the sides out.
Yeah, I like when they would get clever with stuff like that too. Yeah, that was always cool.
Then you got Randy Bugdale's like the Draconian Sheik. She's hanging from the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did a lot with his. Like he had a Kuma smashing it, and yeah, like I said, the Draconian Sheik swinging down off it, and
So I don't have to keep flipping. Can you flip them over, Brock? Oh,
He's in the wiki, not in the
oh
gallery.
yeah, you're in the wiki. You're not in the
Yeah.
gallery.
Yeah, I don't have anything in the gallery.
I forgot how good Stalker is. His
Yeah, he's
card is
decent.
2 finishers, zeros. But I still, my records back, all the moves I did, I do not have my records like Mike. Mike has kept from 2087 to 2000. Mike has got the most comprehensive stats of anybody I know.
oh yeah, I keep track of wins by count out, pins, submission, DQs. I can tell you how that person lost, their draws.
But I do not remember Stalker ever winning any titles for me. But
He was out
I,
with a cold.
I just think I didn't give him a push because this card is definitely interplanetary.
Do you think that's because he was in a tag team when he debuted and Tarak was weighing him down?
Poor Tarak.
Poor Tara.
What
Tarak
year did
was
they tag? Let's see.
no
Oops.
Tarak didn't team. Stalker was the singles guy, wasn't he?
It says Jungle Fever with Tarak in
Yeah.
2096.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
maybe
Tarak's
that's why.
2096 card
Because
is
I
going to
kind of
be the
focused on the
Beast Rider
book,
one.
so I would have had him mired in the feud. You know those lower mid card feuds. I wouldn't have.
Let's see.
And then he ended up tagging with Wildcat. So him and
Mhm.
Viper have that in common.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
Look at his number 6 move on level 1. How could I not like him?
Predator Pounce. 3. Straight through.
I know. Predator.
Yeah, I think that the reason why he didn't get a push with you is because Tarak was weighing him down pretty hard if they were tagging. Looking at
Yeah.
Tarak's card, yeah, Stalker was way better than him.
Yeah,
And you see, I never had an interplanetary tag, so
That makes sense.
yeah, I have an interplanetary tag, and him and Wildcat captured the tag title 4 times on 4 separate occasions.
Wow.
Pretty good.
I can see that. What year did Wildcat debut?
The following year.
2097.
Yeah.
97.
Now, I just retired Stalker. I kept him around. Like he wasn't around all that long. He's one of these guys that Tom only kept around 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was done in 2102. Only had one card ever.
Yeah. Did he get the treatment where he like made a decent card and then he just like kind of didn't have anywhere for him to go, so he just didn't re-up him type
Yep.
of thing? Yeah.
He didn't even go to the CPC.
I think Stalker needs to come back.
Yeah.
Give him another run.
El Hilo del Stalker.
Yeah, there you go.
What's
Yeah,
Spanish for stalker? Nobody knows.
Yeah. I got jokes to make, but I'm not gonna make them.
He's actually a descendant of Barry Windham. Remember that awful gimmick for Barry Windham? Stalker.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. I didn't hate the Widowmaker, but the Stalker.
The Stalker was pretty bad. Not this Stalker, the Barry Windham Stalker. We found out that this Stalker tonight is highly underrated and underutilized.
Yeah, put him in your Fed today. He'll win something.
Because look, Matt, he's got exactly what you said you do to Viper. He's got a tag on number 1 covered as down 3 on level 3 defense.
Yep.
He's got a 2-pin.
Yeah.
He's got a daze and level 2 defense too.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
Those
He
3 downs are
finishers?
tough though.
He was a solid guy.
Yeah, but he has 2 finishers and he's like all B's and 1A, and then his like not a plus power, which is hilarious. Because he's like a little bit taller and like weighs a little bit more than Vyper, but he's like infinitely stronger apparently.
How big did you have him, Mike?
I had him at 6'3", 250 pounds.
Wow.
It's pretty
He's
close.
6'1.5", 249.
Came in
Just,
pretty close on that one.
Really close.
Yeah, so yeah, he did okay feud wise with me. His biggest was the first Pegasus card he drew against him.
That would be pretty good.
Yeah.
In his debut, though, he somehow lost to Mr. Galaxy.
Hmm.
And he lost to Vanity.
Oh my gosh. That's
I
funny.
remember when Mr. Galaxy became Dynamo. Everybody at Galacticon was talking about how he looked so much like Charlie Sheen. And I'm like, I don't see it.
Yeah, me neither.
Dynamo. When you get to him, just remember that.
How would you power creep the Stalker?
I would do exactly what Brock did with Vyper, the Albatross. I hate getting to level 3 offense and rolling that 1 and getting that
Mhm.
forearm smash 2.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Ditch that.
Body slam.
Yeah.
So
I would
push that
eliminate
back.
a
I'm sorry, go
down
ahead.
on level 3 defense since he's got 3.
Yeah. The uncovered one, right?
Yeah.
I'd make one of his finishers a tag.
Like a different move altogether, just like make it stronger.
Yeah,
like a +2 tag or something like that.
or even a +3 tag. Give
Oh.
him a tag finish, since he's mainly seems to be mainly a tag guy.
He does.
Yeah, I think I'd go with get rid of the forearm smash. Maybe just like change like how his charts are laid out on his card a bit. I don't know like how extensive that would get, but like for the choices he has, because like any one of his choices is like average because of his stats are okay and he has like B's on everything. But that 2 is going to come up so much when you don't want it to. It's going to be like forearm smash 2 and like it just
Buzzkill.
it
I'm
just
drawing
kills
a
it.
blank. What is a choice C?
It's a Jody move. I think it's 7 or under.
But
Yeah,
it
7 or under
for a level 3 move.
for a moonsault 3 or a kick to knee 2.
So, he's got a 7 or lower for 3 level 3 moves on 2, so that ain't bad.
But it's plus or minus their agility, right? So he's wrestling
Yeah.
another fast guy, then it's like he's
True.
never going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on the
Unless they
agility.
use your house rule, Matthew.
Hey,
I've been using that.
has it been working?
It makes the match a little more interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it like adds a little layer of complexity. It's like you got to do a little bit more mental math, but like
Yep.
it doesn't just like make it so certain characters can never do anything to anyone, which sucks.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because why would you keep
just
trying?
because you're
Yeah.
you're 1 point stronger than me should never mean that my power move should never work.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I do like it.
No, I
Cool.
started using it, and I'm like, yeah, it make it to me. It makes sense, so that's why I took it over.
Awesome.
With those updates to Stalker, he almost gets into the main event.
Yeah, I think he was already like an upper mid carder, and like that would definitely put him to like somewhere in the upper part of the card.
Yeah, with any one of the ones we suggested, that's all he would need.
But if you tag him with you know who, he's gonna be back in the mid card. I think. Yeah.
Tarak.
He's just not gonna headline a card with Tarak, unfortunately, I don't think.
No.
Who are they against? Like who was the top dogs in that time frame?
Well, they were against Vanity, weren't? Or they against Cannibal at this time?
When he first broke in, I think it was Vanity.
Yeah, I
Well,
think they were feuding Vanity, and
I just mean
And
in like
Mr. Galaxy.
in the class. Well, if you're like going right off of the book, then I understand. But like, who had your belts around this time to where they'd be like, I'm gonna go for the belts, and it's like him and Tarak, like they wouldn't stand a chance, right?
Oh,
The New Order.
it probably would have been
The New Order,
New Order, Brute Massacre.
Gladiators,
it'd be the Ultimate Gladiators,
Yeah.
Mercenaries.
the War, or the Mercenaries.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
not getting the tag belt.
Yeah,
No.
they're not
No.
getting it.
They might get a short run here or there, but
They might get a pin attempt somewhere in those matches, but that's about it.
hey, anybody has a shot.
Yes, they do with those dice.
And they always seem to do what I don't want them to do.
Had the Greek gods retired by then too? I think they did,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I think so. Bye.
No, the Greek gods.
I was just curious.
Well,
if
they left for a year or two, then they came back for a year or two. So I can't. Yeah,
Let's
that's
see.
spotty.
Yeah, they're not on 2096 roster, but they're on the 2097 roster.
Yeah, they took that year off.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. They went home.
And yeah, and see, like them for me were like when I use them are like a mid-level tag team. They never really perform, so I feel like even them would probably whack Stalker and Tarak. I definitely think that he should just be like the valet to Stalker. And, you know,
Did you just say the Greek gods are a mid-level tag team?
Oh, they
Yeah.
were.
yeah, 100% they are.
Yeah.
Well, I hope Chad Olson's not watching this.
No, don't worry, he doesn't.
Yeah.
You never know.
I don't even think Chad watched when the episode that he was on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we can move into the main event of the evening.
Ding, ding, ding.
Who would like to introduce it?
It was Matthew's brainchild. He said it tongue in cheek, and then it just kind of snowballed.
All right, I'll talk about it then. So we used to watch the show a whole lot, and every episode they talk about the power creep, and it became kind of a meme at a certain point. And then we did a show where we talked about the creeper and his original card, and then it just kind of fit that it was like the power creeper because this guy is coming for you inevitably. He's just getting stronger and stronger as the match goes on, kind of like the GWF got stronger and stronger as time went on. So we just made a card to fit that.
Focus.
Oh,
Come on.
guys.
Come on, camera. There we go.
There we go.
So here's the power creeper. Came to life here on the show. Then we kind of ran with it. And here it is.
So, and we left the ball in Mike's court to write his backstory, so we don't know yet.
Well, the backstory you guys did read.
Did he get trans evolved?
No.
Did we go? Oh no, he went into a cocoon, right?
Yeah. He became a pretty little butterfly at a chrysalis. Yeah.
Yep, that was it. And then he became the power creeper. And
He's pretty power creeped.
He's
he's
pretty
pretty
good.
tough.
He's definitely better than the original.
Just a slight improvement.
Do you want to
Now
talk
we
about that there was two versions we did with the
Yeah,
stats?
obviously there's two
Oh, yeah.
versions. And there's two colors.
On Vanity.
On Vanity, yeah.
One is you can use in your regular GWF. The other is a Kronos.
Yep. One is more reasonable.
I don't know if I'll ever use the reasonable version, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you could like use the reasonable version, and then like as your year goes on, you switch them over to the other version.
You power creep the power creeper.
You power creep them.
So since he is the power creeper, let's talk about it. How do you guys think there is a power creep? Because I think you could drop Star Warrior, Thanos, Wolf, and let's not even get into Chaos and Matador, who were that back then, into the GWF right now, and they would be Galaxian, whatever you want to call it, contenders. So I don't really understand how there's a power creep.
I think it's just because the cards have like more mechanics, and overall the wrestlers have gotten better. Like in general, on average, not like taking into account the outliers like the Pegasuses and the Alpha Force.
I will
But
definitely agree with that. There was a lot, you had your lot renegades and your vanities and your terracks, which you really don't have now.
Hmm.
yeah, and I mean there
That's a
are,
fact.
and like the enhancement talent now and like the newest set, like they're pretty decent. Like they would go back to the original set and they would be like an upper like or maybe even like upper mid carder. Especially like the rookie cards. Like who's the new Cygnus guy? The green guy, I can't remember his name. He's a,
I-Star?
yeah, he would go back and he would beat everyone that was like in his like area. Like he probably wouldn't beat like Wolf, Thanos, Star Warrior, those guys, but like he would kick the crap out of everyone else, I think. And his card's just like mediocre average. Whereas like Vanity, Creeper, like all those guys were just they're just not good.
No, I
Unfortunately.
forgot Spike. Spike would do very well in today's GWF.
Yeah. But again, I think it's just you're taking the outliers of that generation and plopping
Hmm.
them
Right.
in. Yeah.
But Tom posted that he said he is not going to go up this new set. He's really more focusing on the mid card. He's going to put a lot more time and effort and story into the mid card guys.
That's good.
Yeah, like when I first come up with the idea of the power creep guys, it was more tongue in cheek because it now it is real. Like you can tell. You look at some of those guys now, and like Matthew was saying, you drop them in, and suddenly the guys in a mid card guy from there is going to dominate in the first 24. He's not going to be top three, but he could definitely be top four.
Hmm.
Right.
I would say some of them could. Yeah, for sure.
Because that Wolf, Star Warrior, Thanos, yeah, they were the top three guys. You had your hero, your villain, and your neutral in Wolf, who could go either way.
Well, Jeff would argue that he would put Kraken in there. So
Yeah.
who's the next level? Kraken, Nexus?
Um.
Would you consider Wolf in the original like one of the top guys?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wolf would be one of the top three. After that, I'd say your next top
Massive.
three would be Massive,
Massacre.
Nexus, and Kraken.
What about Massacre?
He's up there too, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He's actually a former heavyweight champion for me.
Massacre had a really good, if you
Maybe
wanted to go singles.
maybe I think the problem with the original sets is that you had like it was kind of top heavy and then the bottom part of the cards or the bottom part of the roster just couldn't hold
Was
up.
too weak.
It was
Mhm.
too weak. Yeah, but I mean like most of the guys nowadays, like you're hardly ever going to see someone that has like a +2/+2 on their power and agility. Like it just doesn't happen. They're like way more averaged out because I think they
Mhm.
have those charts in mind a lot more because a lot of those matches back in the day, they would like, oh, this guy's a +3 power. My move doesn't work. This guy takes over. I roll pin. A pin's a 5 and I'm pinned. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
like the pins are a lot lower on average too. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think that just overall, like the pins, the charts, and the power agility has gotten just on average better.
Yeah, like you had
I'll agree with that.
Mhm.
Death Knight 6-pin goes up against Wolf, and suddenly he needs a 10 on his first face claw. I'm giving up.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't he like a C on ropes too? So it's like he rolls like a 5 and he's rolling his 6-pin or whatever. It's just like,
Yep.
yeah,
But the only thing that could make a difference was the out of the rings.
hmm
Because if you rolled a 12, it was an automatic count out.
yeah,
So if you're an A, you roll out of the ring and you're going, Wolf's going against Death Knight and he rolls out of the ring. It's a 12 pin. So yeah, probably the first big time you noticed a power creep was with Chaos.
Chaos
Because he was definitely a step above even Thanos and Star Warrior.
yep.
Mhm.
and
But
Spike.
then yeah, and Spike and those guys. But then it came down, and then all of a sudden Alpha Force popped back in, and he was supposed to be. He was supposed to. He was a power creep, double +5 finisher.
Yeah.
But nobody liked him.
Well,
Yeah,
what about this question then? So when it came to Chaos and then they brought in Alpha Force and then Chaos got a new card and he got downgraded. And then it's like, well, Alpha Force is like too strong now. So then he got downgraded. And it was like, did Alpha Force suffer just because Chaos got worse? They were like, oh, we can't have Alpha Force be this good now.
I think you're probably right on that.
Yeah.
you got to have the yin and the yang. And
Mhm.
it's like when Thanos got lowered, so did Star Warrior.
Yeah, exactly.
He tries to keep the pairs Kraken and Nord Nexus. They were always fighting. So, they retire and get taken down.
And what he's doing now, I know you're not current, Mike, but what he's doing now is putting stats in books. Like
Oh, yeah.
he downgraded
Oh.
Monolith in the book.
See, I'd never
So-
remember that.
I don't either. So he brought in the new guy, Apex, who's the top gladiator now, and Monolith slightly got downgraded, but it's in the book. So you have to have the book out laying by you.
Hmm.
Like Brock said, I never remember it. I just play Monolith stats.
What you can do is you can get if you use like the Ultra Pro sleeves when you play, you can get a grease pen, and it's really easy to remove on those kind of sheets. You can literally just like write it in on the card itself.
You're not going to be able to see this on here very well, but everybody plays the top loaders, and the top loaders are so damn hard to get. The hard top loaders. I found these. Look at this. The card. It is basically like if you Magic the Gathering play. It's a card sleeve,
Hmm.
but it's not hard. I've
it's
totally
plastic.
switched to these
I like that.
because
It's a lot
Yeah.
less space too.
when you have
Yes.
a stack of top loaders, look
Oh,
at
they're
that.
huge.
That is my GWF and my ace.
This is the latest release mailing. Like this is like 25 cards.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
But see,
put these.
I think
All
both
I
of
used to
those.
do was buy laminate sheets, and I put my cards on the laminate sheets. And
Ooh,
stuck them.
I don't want to laminate. But right here, that thickness, that is everybody that is in the GWF right now.
That's nice.
So I got rid of the top loaders, and well, these are top loaders, but they're card sleeves and not hard plastic.
You could put those in the top loaders.
Yeah. Send me a link to those. I need to get me some of those.
They're right here is what they are, man. But also,
Okay. Yeah. I can.
Postcard sleeves. There you
Yeah.
go.
yep. See, they're not hard, but they
But yeah.
take up a lot less room.
But even
Mhm.
those, like they're like a plastic, so you could like write in with a grease pen, and it's like you
Yeah.
can use a paper towel and wipe it off if you want to. But so like for those changes per the book, when they do like power creep or power down characters, you could just be like, oh, Monolith's power is -4 now. Write that in.
Mhm.
And I mean, it saves them having to print a new card with like new art or God
Oh, I
forbid, use the
agree.
same art, which kind of sucks when they do that. But
Could just recolor it.
I see what you did there. It's true.
Matt,
Hold
I don't
on.
know if you saw it, but did you see what I picked up from TK?
No.
I got it.
Oh, now he's just showing off.
Yeah,
I got
know.
the Daryl. I bought a portfolio too. I got the Daryl Banks triple gladiator art, original art.
Oh
That's,
wow,
that's nice.
that's it. That's awesome.
Hold that back up. I'm going to pin you.
You're gonna pin me.
Yes. So it's the full screen. Look at that, folks. That's really sweet.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
In 2017, I lost out to TK in a bidding war on that. Mike Delve was there when they put it up. They said, "Can we start the bidding?" And art used to go for $20-$25.
Yep.
Mike Delve goes $20. I was standing right behind him. I go 50, and I thought I was just going to step on everybody, and it was over. And then TK said 55, and I'm like, mother. And then I said, we went up to, I said 105, and he said 110. I let him have it for 110. It is the first time in the GW or the auction that something ever went for more than $100. And I told him, I said, someday I'm going to get that back. I'm going to get that. He goes, no way. And then he messaged me and he goes, I'm downsized and, I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff. I'm going to give some stuff to the auction. He goes, you still interested in that gladiator art? I said, hell yes. I said, what do you want for it?
105.
Yeah. Do you mean when he was downsizing and he was like, I'm giving away all my cards on Facebook? Remember that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was great.
That was hilarious. I loved it.
I loved everything
Yeah.
about that. That was
Yeah.
It
hilarious.
didn't even
It's-
click. It was April 1st.
But he's right though, because so many people, like as somebody who gives away a lot of bootleg cards and stuff, like nobody pays attention to my stuff unless I'm giving away stuff for free. And I think he was making a pretty good point there.
I agree.
Yeah.
But speaking of giveaways, how can people get this creeper card?
Good.
Check out BrocsterBuilds.com. All the details will be on there.
Good deal.
Will the link be in the description to this video?
Yeah, because it's not live yet, but by the time this drops, it probably will be.
Awesome.
You still have this, Mike? Did you ever have it, Brock?
I had that. Mike's in that.
The GWF comic book
I have the original artwork.
by Ed Davis.
My cover's different, I think.
Yeah, my
Really?
cover is different.
Hmm.
But
Really?
Ed gave me the original artwork of the page where I'm in it.
That's cool.
That is cool. Did you notice they called Death Knight Pete in the book?
Yes, I did.
Hilarious.
I was talking to Pete. I talk to Pete a lot, but I was talking to him just the other day, and I'm like, out of the first 24 of all people, why Death Knight?
We asked him that on this show.
Pete was our first guest, and we asked him the same thing.
Oh,
What
really?
you doing, buddy? And it's because he was a fan of like Dungeons and Dragons and
Right.
stuff like that. So
And he said it was before he knew anything about stats and that he wasn't any really good.
Somebody has to like him.
Exactly. Like I'm sure there's somebody out there that likes Terrak.
Mm-hmm.
but I got something we haven't talked to in a little while. So it was my anniversary a little while ago. So my wife got me a couple things. She got me.
Oh, some
I'm big into
Legos.
Lego.
Okay.
So she got me the Princess Leia, the Bosch helmet, and the Luke Skywalker helmet.
It's pretty cool.
Go with the helmet series.
How many pieces are each of those?
The Luke Skywalker is 675, and the Princess Leia is 670.
But
Which
when they're fully assembled, how big? Like, are they actually like a head size, or is
Can
it
you
like
wear it?
a little scaled down? Maybe.
they're,
That's what I was alluding to, Brock. Can you wear it?
they're pretty much this size.
Oh, okay.
So a child could wear it.
Yeah, or your cat.
But they're filled with Lego. You can't actually wear them.
I've never got into that, but they're making some
They're
pretty
solid.
cool Lego stuff now.
They are.
That's
They
awesome.
are.
What's the last one you guys have built and gotten done? I know you guys like do a little bit every now and then. Brock, you said you do with your kids, right?
I think the last thing I built was one of those little poly bags from Moana with my daughter.
Oh, that's cool.
If
I
they
built
ever
them-
make a Predator Lego, I'll probably have to get it.
I
Oh,
built
they
the Millennium
will
Falcon.
eventually. Millennium Falcon.
That was my last build.
So they probably got to get licensing, right? So they got the
Yeah.
Star Wars license, and
Yeah.
Hmm.
For a while, they had a lot of stuff. They used to have a Toys to Life video game called Dimensions, and they were snapping up all kinds of IPs for that, which is pretty cool.
I think they have a lot of the superhero ones too. I know, like, because in the Lego movie,
Mhm.
they have like Batman and stuff and
Yeah.
all those characters. So
does
Mhm.
Jeff Manning just show up, or do you know when he's coming and when he's not?
He kind of just shows up. He's our revolving guest.
Didn't that whole joke? No, wasn't he in the car and Sam Lubtech made the comment, "Who's Jeff Manning?"
Yes.
Okay,
There's Predator
that's where
Lego.
that come from. Talk, Mike, so make it big.
Oh, let me pin Mike.
Yeah, pin him.
oh, no kidding. It's like one of the little Lego men, though, right?
There's
Yeah.
a mini, but there's
Who makes that? That's probably not official Lego.
Right.
yeah, probably not. There's a pretty. You just go on and there's tons of Predator
yeah.
Lego stuff.
Oh wow,
That's cool. I like
looks
that.
that looks like those old Bionics toys.
Yeah.
If you remember those.
Now you know what? We're getting into dangerous territory here. You guys are going to start having to pay roll up, royalties you get into Lego Corner.
Oh yeah, it's a Predator Lego custom figure, so you can find it on YouTube.
You
Probably
see,
find the piece list and everything.
now you just made me have to buy a Lego kit. Are you going to show the backs or are they going to stay secret?
I think we should keep him a secret. What do you guys think?
I think so
Yep.
too.
I think
Yeah.
we should keep them a secret.
I mean, he'll eventually debut on my stream if you want to.
Can you at least say what his finisher name is?
Oh yeah, Matt, go ahead. You're the one who came up with the finisher name, I believe.
No, it wasn't me. I don't
It
think.
wasn't you.
Yeah, it
No.
was.
No.
It wasn't me. Was it Mike?
Could have been.
I thought you'd take credit for it, Brock, if we just.
Oh
you
right,
know.
yeah, it was totally me. I was,
It was 100% me.
It was
Yeah.
100% me. Sorry, I broke my own gimmick there.
But you know what, Brock, I don't know who you use, but I love the quality of your cards. Your cards are very durable. I mean, you go like this with your cards, they don't wiggle. They're pretty
Yeah.
good card stock.
Let's just say that if Gambit was in the apocalypse, he would use your cards instead of the traditional Filsinger Games cards.
I think these are 14-point card stock.
That's pretty thick.
Yeah. It's
Solid.
the thinnest option that the printer I use has.
Your cards are top notch. I like them.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I like the quality a lot.
They're definitely worth the price.
Yeah.
I agree.
I've got them all,
I think you both do.
unless
do.
you put out something recently.
Yeah, that
I
don't
haven't done anything since Galacticon.
Then I have them all.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna.
But-
I actually looked
Hey.
before I sent your power creepers. Like, are you missing anything? And I think they both have everything.
Did TK get that shirt made for you?
He did.
That isn't so awesome. You
TK.
created one of the best jobbers ever.
Thank you.
Mayhem
Mayhem.
is unbelievable.
So, do you want to cover the finishers, Brock?
Sure. He has two finishers. One is called the Eliminator, where he ends up the opponent ends up outside the ring. I think that was a Mike one.
Yep.
And you have to roll your count out instead of your pin. So still take fatigue into account, all that. And then his big finisher is Inevitable, which
That-
starts at 0, but every time he uses it, you add 1 to it with no
Thank you.
cap.
I think that might have been a Brock.
Was it me? Oh yeah, you're right. It was definitely me.
I think the name was Matthews, because we were talking about power creep, and Matt said power creep is inevitable,
Yeah,
and it
yeah,
is inevitable in any card game.
Yeah. Do you remember what the move is? I can't remember what we decided on.
I don't remember.
It's up to you, promoter. Use
It's
your
up to you,
imagination.
promoter. It's
We're just here for the names.
Yeah.
Do you remember
Can't do
That
everything.
guy-
You do something. Come on, jeez.
Rob Bodian did a guy called Champion of the Galaxy? Remember
Mhm.
him?
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
standing there and he kind of looked like in game, only he was
It kind of looked like the old
Goldish.
logo. Yeah.
And all of his moves were literally finishers from other wrestlers.
right.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
his finisher is called the Dice Don't Lie. And I asked Rob, I said, dude, what was that? What's the finisher? Dice Don't Lie. He said, I don't know.
Every once in a while when I'm
So-
streaming, somebody will ask me. Like, I have them all written down somewhere because people care sometimes about that.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm streaming, like with my bootleg characters, like, what is that move? Like, like, go to the website. It's on there.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. Mike is a hoarder. I started to say I don't know anybody that's got more bootlegs than Jim Caratonis. But Mike, you probably got every boot you've ever.
Oh, I got a couple hundred.
Probably more than that.
I got a lot too.
And you even keep the stuff that you know you'll never use?
Yep.
Yeah.
Me
okay.
too. I have like a collector's bug, which is bad sometimes. I feel like I need everything.
And like, I'm sure you guys remember the crazy card sets. Kevin Knight.
Hmm.
I mean, his cards were Magic the Gathering terms. They were broken. They were unusable.
Who's Kevin?
Just
what was,
too
what was that?
overstrong.
Was that like Solar Hawk and
No. That
No,
was
That was Dave Schaefer.
Dave Schaefer.
okay?
No,
What's
these were
that?
the guys. They were the first cards in color. He was the first to put the height and weight on the back. He was the
Mhm.
first to put the pictures on the back. I don't have any right here. I'd pull
yeah, I
them
don't
out.
have any right here either.
Okay,
But they looked
just show me later.
amazing.
Yeah, but
but they were all broken.
yeah, but finally he come out with a set called Unleaded, where he made his older guys and toned them down.
That's clever. Like, yeah, like the
Unleaded.
original, yeah, the original was like high octane, and this one's unleaded. I love it.
That's good.
Yeah.
So with this new Power Creeper card, there are two versions. There's the main event version and the Power Creep version, which is ridiculous, but usable still. Like, he's not broken.
I would say he's chaos level, wouldn't you?
Yeah, he still follows all the rules. It's not like, he's got like,
Mhm.
a death jump on level 1 and,
Right.
4 or 5 downs on level 2. And,
He's got some Bs on his charts.
Yeah, and I mean, if you hit him with certain kind of moves that check a certain stat, he might have a little harder time recovering. So there's
Mhm.
definitely some things to exploit when you fight against him. But overall, he's definitely probably like an A, somewhere between like A and A plus level card. Definitely not an S tier guy, but he's up there. He could contend.
Yeah, he's going to debut in NDW here shortly. I'm going to have Vanity show up first with an open challenge. Like they're gonna, oh, GWF Legend Vanity's here this week. What's he gonna do? And then he's
That's
gonna have an open challenge, and then somebody's gonna step up, not knowing who they're gonna face, and they're gonna meet the Power Creeper for the first time.
Awesome.
Which version?
Main event. Or, I'm sorry, Power Creep for sure.
Wow.
I think it's gonna be a thing where every super card, somebody steps up to try and fight the Power Creeper, just to see what would happen. Because the NDW guys are they're pretty middle of the road stat wise. There's a couple guys that are pretty good, but most of the guys are pretty middle of the road. But I think I'm gonna feed guys to him.
If
You know,
anyone
when I
takes him
said-
out on one of the cards, they're gonna be able to hold that over the rest of the Fed for like the
Exactly.
upcoming cards. Be like, I beat the Power Creeper, man. Like, get on my level, dude.
But since
Dude.
I have this planned, what's going to happen is in Power Creeper's debut, he's going to lose, and then the whole gimmick is squashed, and we'll never hear from him again.
Yeah.
No. You know what? I said he's chaos level, and then I started looking at his defense. Wow.
His defense
His
is
defense is
it's pretty brutal.
I wrestled the Power Creeper in Chaos. I think a best out of 5, and he beat Chaos.
did he?
Yeah, 4 out of 5.
Wow. That was the purpose of the card, though.
It was.
The
I mean,
main
it's
event
definitely
version will
beatable.
not do that.
No.
But he's still pretty good.
Yeah, the main event is definitely like he can main event your Fed, but Power
Yeah.
Creeper will dominate. But yeah, so look. I mean, if you want to check that out on stream, it's probably going to be coming. I got to drag it out because we do record ahead, peek behind the curtain here on the show. So
So who you gonna have him debut against?
I haven't decided yet. I might try and randomize it. I definitely want to make it be somebody that's going to beat him or that he will beat. So I'm going to make it pretty easy. Like maybe an upper mid card guy. I don't know. I just
You do
know that
like
the
a-
dice are going to screw me.
Agent Orange.
Like a splatters lottery type of thing, where
Dude,
it's just like a
the-
random drawing they do at like
Yeah,
press conference
like a
before it,
lottery
but-
machine.
yeah, and it's like,
Oh,
oh, look,
no.
it's like the number 4. Here you go.
Your guys are not jobbers, but your guys are more level like GWFC. The
Mhm.
dice would have to screw you hard to lose to the Power Creeper.
I know, but I just have a feeling it's going to happen.
I mean,
Hey.
It'd be a fun recurring super card thing, like who's going to beat the Power Creeper. But I just know because I have this idea. It's just going to backfire. It always does because the universe hates me.
I think his first match for me is going to be on Chronos versus End of Days.
I'll probably introduce him in 2107 because I have my 2106 all written out, and it'll probably be the lower tiered version to start.
mhm.
But I'll
He's going
probably
to start.
well, he's got to power creep himself up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to power creep the Power
Yeah.
Creeper.
You got to give him room to grow.
He'll do pretty good in that era, though, for sure, with just the main event edition of him. So
Oh
I
yeah.
always admired you, Mike, for your dedication, but then it got to be monotonous year after year. I'm like, why is this guy not making any headway? I know maybe he can't catch up. Did I lose?
Oh, you're getting spotty there.
you're a little laggy.
Yeah.
We could hear you. We just couldn't see you.
Yeah.
The reason it takes me so long is I developed a social life. I play other games.
Well, you're also running 3 feds.
I run 6 beds.
Holy shit. What happened to the room?
We're all here.
Oh, okay.
We're all moving normal and stuff. It's real cool.
Yeah, but I thought, he might not catch up, but he should be making some headway. But
He played 3 years during COVID.
Yeah, I was flying. I just sat at home, not working. Now I got to go to work every day. And,
I think as meticulous as Mike is about his stats, he's even more meticulous about the storylines and why they matter, and he doesn't want to just like blaze through for numbers in a column.
yep.
But
Like
Or
I
do
did.
you
Kind of the vibe I get. Yeah, I think we've all done that at some point. I know I
Mhm.
did.
do you own all the sets though, Mike? When you go to Galacticon, do you like buy the newest set?
No, I own up to 2109.
Well, you see, that's a dangerous game to play because they go out of print. So if 2111 goes out of print, you're SOL.
Yeah,
You'll have to
He's-
quit.
he's Mike. Someone will hook him up.
I'll get them from somewhere. Someone will be like, yeah, I don't use this anymore.
I will say this about the community. When somebody is looking for something, somebody always seems to hook them up, which is pretty cool about this community.
Well, you know what? That's how Matt got sectarian. I messaged Grant. I said, dude, Matt missed out on this card. Can I buy it from you? And
Yeah.
next thing you know, Grant said, send me his address. I'll send him one. I was like, damn.
Yeah. There's some real top-notch people in this community for sure. And Grant is definitely one of them.
Oh yeah. Grant is definitely the most generous guy out there.
Because, you know, the market's kind of fallen out. But there for a while, those Chronos cards were going for 20, 30, 40, 50. So I didn't know what the market value was for Sectarian was. And he didn't even ask. He just sent it to him for free.
Mhm.
I thought
So
that was
you said you have up until 2109, Mike?
Yep.
Yeah, so they have, let's see, they have all the rest of the sets going up until 2119, and 2119 is out of stock, and it has been out of stock since I looked last time. That's like 6 months ago. They haven't restocked it. So
2119 is the jump on point, isn't it?
Mhm.
yeah,
That's in the beginning.
Yeah. And it has like an extra card pack too. So it has like the base set and then like additional cards. So but you're getting to the really cool artwork though. You're getting to like, you know, Grunge and Rancor and all those kind of characters. So once you get up to like 2110, which would be pretty cool.
Yep. They're all getting their Jeremy Sue artwork.
Yeah.
The Toronto boy.
Jeremy Sue, he did follow Bendis, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was Sue, and then Sue and Hannibal King overlapped a little bit.
hmm
They
Mhm.
worked on the same, I forget what year it was, but they worked on the same set. Then it became King. And then King passed it off to Daryl Banks.
But we're getting into roll up length here.
We are. It was fun though.
It was fun.
Yep.
It's always good to have you guys on. Maybe you'll be a 4-time guest here shortly, which I'm sure you will be at one point.
I'm waiting for the 5-time of Booker T so I can just start doing my little 5-time.
Yeah.
If we get to 5, I'll do the spinneroonie on camera.
Ooh.
Get the 5-time SNL club.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll send you jackets in the mail.
Dude, you lost the belt 5 times.
Yeah, Rob Van Dam squashed his gimmick.
Yep.
Dude, you lost the belt 5 times.
Poor Booker. Anything you guys would like to plug? Matt, I know you were talking about you're going to be streaming on Twitch soon. If you want to share that information with people.
Yeah, it's doing some painting for some Warhammer miniatures at Tigerstrike Painting. It's on Twitch and at Instagram. I also have a Facebook page, but I hardly have anything on there. It's just mainly Instagram and Twitch.
All right, I'll put the links below.
Cool.
Check
He
that
does
out.
incredible work.
Yeah, he does. Definitely check it out. I'd like to watch you do that live because I'd like to see the process. Because
Yeah, man. It's definitely going to be a more informational, educational type of thing.
Mhm.
Because if I'm like just painting for myself or painting to get it done, like, you know, I'll just do it really quick. But
yeah,
I can paint pretty fast. But on Twitch, I feel like people come there to watch to learn mainly.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
everyone
for
paints. So I'll definitely be answering some questions if anyone has any, and or covering some topics.
Because that's
Cool.
what you did. That's how you got to where you are.
Yep.
You watched people and
I took some classes. One of my really good friends, one of my best friends now, he actually has a curriculum that I went through, and it leveled up my game a lot. So
sweet.
yep, tune in. Check it
Yeah,
out.
I'll add you to our Twitch links here below.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, for sure. While you're here, give us a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet subscribed. And we'll scroll down to the description. You'll see Matt's links in there. And also, the Filsinger Games podcast, Roll Up, the official Filsinger Games podcast, the Legends team's Uncharted Territory, Dizzy Dice from Lee Longpre, the Filsinger Games Fancast from Grant. Here on YouTube, you'll find Solo Promoter, also from Grant, Dave Little's Heartland Championship Wrestling, and After Further Review. And here you'll find my Twitch information, all that stuff. And Matt's information is there too, so give him a follow, help him out. And if you have any Filsinger Games related content, please let us know, and we'd be happy to include it in the description below.
Appreciate it, guys.
Oh,
Power
thank you.
Creeper is here.
He's here. He's real. He's got 2 cards. So yeah, check it out. I'll put some information on how to get these. Have to figure that all out yet because I am in the process of moving storefronts. So fun. I found a new site called Fourth Wall, which is pretty neat. I've been going to some webinars this week, so taking a lot off my plate.
How many followers you got now?
121.
100 and what?
121.
So we're 2
Heck
away
yeah.
from our goal of 123 in 2023.
Well, you know what's actually so my Instagram following, I have around 2,000 followers, so I might find a way to plug you guys to help you out a little bit.
Awesome.
That'd be great.
Because I know that like Warhammer nerds, like a lot of us are wrestling nerds, so I'm sure some of them might like be like, "What the heck is Champions of the Galaxy?" But they can learn, and I'll definitely try to
Subscriptions are
figure it
free.
out. Yeah, exactly. Just go there, press the button. Just
I'm sure they would appreciate the art.
E-
Oh,
If
yeah.
nothing else.
Even if
Yeah.
we get 1 out of every 1,000 people,
We'll hit that
that's
goal.
2.
That
Yeah.
unrealistic goal of 123
Hey,
subscribers.
that's awesome, Matt. One hand washes
Thank
the
you.
other.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I'll do what I can to help you guys out. But thanks for having me. I appreciate
Oh,
it.
awesome. We're glad to have you guys. It's always a good chat. So yeah,
Hey.
that's all I've got. So we'll see you all next time.
All right, brother.
Later.
Thanks.
Later.